What's up, YouTube? I am your ever-gracious host, the Over-Englishman. Do not adjust your sets. This is not the darkest dungeon. It is indeed a new game. AKIBA'S Ship, Undead and Undressed. It's a third-person action RPG dating sim mishmash. It's Japanese, who cares? In this game, you run around the town of Akiba, defending it from pseudo-vampires by stripping them of all their clothes. It sounds delightful. I should first mention, of course, you can find this game on Steam. In the spirit of full disclosure, my dear lady friend has 100%ed this before handing it off to me, so I actually have access to changing my character model to something a bit more appropriate to myself. Clearly, if we're talking about Japan, I am the obvious foreigner. There we go. Now, rename myself as my name is not Nanashi. Over-Englishman. I can't spell. Complete the setup. Dearest audience, I would like to offer an apology to you. There was actually a title crawl just happened there with a lot of information about Akihabara, the town that the game is set in, and the fact that there are rumors of monsters eating the otakus, otakus, in the area. Unfortunately, it seemed to run at an ungodly low frame rate, so it just won't play back properly. My apologies. I hope my summary was sufficient for you. Morning already? Yes, I will be taking the liberty of voicing myself in this. Let me sleep just a little longer.
Well, well. Seems you've finally come around.
God, voice acting! Fantastic! As you can probably guess, I've never played this game before.
I believe congratulations are in order. You've officially passed the compatibility exam, and are now ready to begin your life anew.
Life anew?
As a Synthister.
Excuse me? A Synthister? Do you have any idea how ridiculous that sounds? Am I strapped to a table? What 50 Shades of Japan is this? How did I get here? I was headed to a job interview for some part-time gig that was supposed to pay in rare figurines. But what happened after the interview, I can't remember.
Now, try to stay calm. You did sign the contract, didn't you?
To keep calm and carry on? Why, yes. Contract? I guess I signed something, but...
Let's have a look at it, shall we? Pertaining to the experiments and business affairs of the organization, the signee, that's you, does hereby agree to faithfully and willfully cooperate and participate in all assigned activities without objection.
I object!
As compensation, the organization agrees to remit rare and valuable character goods, figurines, and books per the signee's wishes. Really, they're rather shady terms. It's a wonder you'd ever endorse such a document.
But nobody ever reads the fine print.
That is true enough, I suppose. Either way,
if you read the fine print, audience, you're a better man than I.
Today, as you are the only one for whom this experiment succeeded.
Experiment?
You, more than any other, overflow with desire.
Well,
Your attachment to physical objects is stronger than I've ever seen before.
Oh, physical objects. Oh, I'm
The
sorry.
others simply couldn't measure up. They were failures and were thus asked to leave. There to exist as the hunted, you see.
The hunted? Oh. My thoughts and my characters align. The hunted?
No need to look so concerned. Perhaps I should tell you a bit more about the Synthisters.
Yes.
Synthisters are chosen beings. Superhumans who exceed ordinary humans in terms of motor reflexes and raw strength alike.
Well, that would be why they're
To
superhuman.
fulfill their own desires, they exert a truly unfathomable power. One could even say their potential is downright infinite. There is a catch, however. They have a certain weakness to the light of the sun. It's their Achilles heel. You could almost think of them as man-made vampires, though without the unfortunate thirst for blood, of course.
Oh, I was looking forward to that. Vampires? Am I no longer human?
Everyone else in the room has undergone this same metamorphosis into a chosen being. They are the
God.
same as you.
What are you planning to do with us?
You came for a job, no? Well, that's all I want from you. I need some part-time help, and you newly born Synthisters are just the ones to provide it.
What would a man need pseudo-vampires for?
Oh, it's nothing like what you're thinking, I'm sure.
Well,
It's a simple job.
how do you know what I was
Something
thinking?
anyone can do, really. You're to attack the people wandering the streets of Akiba and absorb their life energy.
Never.
Don't worry, it won't kill them. I
Oh.
simply wish to borrow that which gives them the will to carry on from day to day.
Actually, this
Simply
arrangement
drain
sounds like
their
something
life
I can
energy
agree
and
to.
bring it back to us, and your job will be complete. And of course, you will be handsomely rewarded for your efforts. As much as you'd like will be yours for the taking.
Sign me up! Oh. Audience, the character's a nice person. I can't deal with this. No one told me I'd be attacking people. No!
You're
Don't you
as
humph
foolish
at
as
me.
you look, it would seem. A pity, really.
I do
Well, the
not
choice is
foolish.
yours. Just know this. Defective goods must be destroyed.
I'll show you defective. Excuse me, are you dancing, sir?
We have a situation.
I don't like the sound of that. What's wrong?
There's an intruder in the building right now.
Thank
An
God.
What happened to the guards?
What? I don't know how many of you have ever watched the animation known as Gintama, but she eerily reminds me of Kagura. Can you move? I'm a bit lightheaded.
Follow me. We're getting out of here.
We're getting out of here, are we? Where are we going?
Subdue the intruder! Now!
Your beard
Yes,
is
my master.
laughable, sir. What? Oh God. Gameplay. I forgot this wasn't a visual novel for a moment. Doesn't look like we'll be able to get away so easily. We'll have to fight until an opportunity presents itself. First things first, LB to enter combat mode. I am playing this on a controller. You can play it on keyboard and mouse, as far as I know. Create an opening. Do your best to hold them off. Target the head, target the upper body, target the lower body. Simple fighting game controls! I like it! Come at me, bro! If you think you're hard enough. I have no idea what I'm doing. It wasn't all about hitting. Hold to block. If your enemy is blocking your attack, push the left stick in the opposite direction. Execute a special move. Ow! Ah, fantastic! Greater sense than I'd expected.
Now is our best chance. Move.
Who are you?
Damn! How dare you fight us? Do you truly expect me to let you escape so easily?
Yes. In fact, crap.
You shielded me?
But of course,
all right?
it's the gentlemanly thing to do. I can't die yet. So much tea to live for.
Men, surround them! Whatever you do, don't let them escape.
Yes.
I'm going for it. Stay
So
close
am I.
behind me.
You fools think you can fight a pseudo-vampire over Englishmen?
I think we lost them.
Bugger.
Are you all right?
Oh, wait, that's a
Can
good
you
thing.
still walk?
Well, yes. You haven't been
You
carrying
still
me this
seem
whole
to
way,
be
have
in
you?
full control, but it won't be long
Until what?
until that's not the case.
Oh.
Very well. If I have no choice.
Are you just monologuing right now?
I'm going to share some of my blood with you.
Ugh!
This will most likely save you, but it may bring you even greater suffering in the days to come.
But-
If you think you're willing to take that chance, then please, drink my blood.
Pardon me, dear audience. Mouth to mouth? Oh, hell yeah!
I could swear I just sensed a wicked notion from
No,
you, but
not at all.
no, I'm sure it was nothing.
Ah,
This blood will lead you down a difficult road, I fear.
dear, you've
But in
clearly
the
never
end,
tried
Your
YouTubing.
fate is your own to shape. I, Shizuku Tokikaze, do hereby decree that
that's
this
your
man,
name.
whose blood will soon resonate with my own, be welcomed among us.
Who? Among who? Explain yourself! That sounds far dirtier than I'm sure it's supposed to.
It seems to have taken. And thankfully, your wounds are now healed.
Well, that's awfully nice of you. I don't need to ask your name, I already know it. Fine.
My name is Shizuku Tokikaze.
Yes, you just said that.
What is yours?
I'm over English.
It's nice to meet you. I'm sure you've
It's
heard the
always a
rumors,
pleasure.
haven't you? That monsters have been attacking people on the streets of this town. I am a hunter. It is my duty to slay these monsters, these Synthisters.
Synthisters. But I'm a Synthister myself now.
Typically, those who are transformed into Synthisters lose all sense of reason. They blindly, violently pursue all that they desire. Fortunately, you manage to avoid being swallowed up by your own material lust. As far as I can determine, you still seem to be fully capable of rational thought. Though I
I
suppose
wouldn't say
that's
it's
because of the
rational,
blood
but it's
contract.
definitely thought.
You're something more than a Synthister now.
I know.
No,
I'm over
never
English.
Your wounds may have healed, but you're still weak.
Oh,
And you're still extremely vulnerable to sunlight.
but my tan.
During the daytime, you'll need to take care not to expose any of your skin below the neck.
That's no
Otherwise,
problem
your
for
body
me.
may dissolve.
Dissolve? I'm already You mean I can't photosynthesize anymore?
Hmm?
What will I do?
It may take some time for your body to heal. I'd suggest we rest here for the night.
Ooh.
I don't think they'll find us here anytime soon.
You mean a sleepover? With just the two of us?
Try your best to relax.
Oh.
You should be able to move again come morning.
Morning. ... I half expected to wake up and find this whole thing was just a dream. No such luck, I guess.
Are you up?
That's a rather
I'm sorry to
personal
ask
question
this
to ask
first
a
thing in
man
the
of the morning, but yes.
But do
I
you
am.
know of any safe havens in the area? We won't accomplish anything by wandering aimlessly through the streets after all. I'd prefer someplace quiet where we can regroup.
There's only
But
two of
anywhere
us
is
and we're
fine as
standing in
long
the
as
same
it's secure.
location. I think we've regrouped. I know this great game park called Mogra. Am I asking her out on a date?
That doesn't sound quiet at all.
No.
But I suppose it's as good a suggestion as any.
Dear Shizuku,
All right,
I
then.
don't know what this main
Will you
character's
show me the
motivation
way?
is either, I'm afraid. First, we should head for the Electric Town exit at Akihabara Station. Understood.
How are you feeling?
Like a muscle man.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
Macho,
Don't forget what I told you
man.
yesterday. Your body is extremely sensitive now. Exposure to direct sunlight could dissolve you completely.
I'm standing in
Keep a
direct
close
sunlight.
eye on your clothing. don't let yourself get stripped down. I doubt the men who attacked us yesterday will give up quite so easily.
So they're after your underwear?
I don't think they'll go quite that far. Why do I get the feeling you're just as likely to attack me as anyone else? They're here.
Who? Who are you?
It's her! We found her!
Oh, it's them.
Filthy failures with her, too!
Who are them?
Let's smush them both!
Smush?
They're the
Smush,
same
smush.
as us. Poor souls with a fatal weakness to sunlight.
This sounds perfect for me. Ah! Run away!
Run.
As I wish I'd done
No,
in the
that
darkest
won't be
dungeon.
necessary. My mission is to fight them until they're subdued. You should
can't
be
we
able
just
to
kill
feel
them?
it too by now. The power to fight, awakening within you.
I've felt that
Come,
for centuries,
join
my
me
dear.
in this battle.
Let me at him! And now we arrive at the game's combat. You should be more than capable of putting up a fight. Let's bash him! Nope, more tutorial. Synthisters have tough bodies, so physical punishment alone won't be enough to defeat them. I'll show you what will, though. First, try targeting a specific article of clothing. Press Y for the head, B for body, and A for trousers. Same as shown earlier, then. Your goal is to wear down each of your opponent's clothing items. Headgear is important as well. I thought you said anything below the neck. How could a headband? Well, let's experiment. If this man can survive on just a headband, we shall see. Your opponent's clothes look pretty scuffed up. Try pulling them off. Hold the attack button to remove it. The basics of stripping. I see.
Fight.
Attack his trousers! Trousers! No trousers left standing. Ah! Ah! Yes, they can survive on merely a headband. Interesting. I wonder what the rules of these synthesters are. And... behold, he dissolves. Straighten your clothes by holding LB.
Fight.
Must always look dapper, even in the midst of combat. Excuse me, was he using a computer monitor as a weapon earlier? I hadn't noticed. Lord. Oh, just fall over already. Kick him again. Good Lord, what did you hit me with? Pink lightsaber, it seems. Nice choice of underwear, sir. So glad I get to see that. Drop the shopping bag. Thank you. I think we're safe for the moment. Don't forget what you've learned here today. It could very well come in handy.
We won.
Won. We did, somehow. I was so caught up in the moment, I barely noticed how well we were doing. Where did all this strength come from?
Who's that?
Who are you? Whoa. Careful there.
Broski, you're alive! I hadn't heard from you in 3 days. I thought maybe somebody chipped you off somewhere.
She's adorable.
Stare. Who's this lady? She's not part of the freedom fighters, is she?
Just the girl who kissed me, that's all.
Ah, shut it. We all know you still have your V-card.
Bitch.
Anyway, you must atone for leaving me alone and worried these past 3 days.
Oh, all right. I'm assuming you're my sister or something. I didn't mean to, it was out of my hands.
The present situation is thus. There is approximately one little sister standing before you, desiring of a character tea, which that shop over there just got in.
I love her dialogue.
Purchase shirt for adorable sister.
Absolutely. Anything for my adorable little sister. Please don't let it be expensive. You didn't say it was gonna cost 400,000! ... Is it to your liking, milady?
I'm happy now. Thanks, protagonist.
I am the protagonist! Being related to her is so damn expensive.
I'll let it go with just a warning expenditure this time. But next time you disappear like that, you'd better be ready to declare bankruptcy.
Are you playing Monopoly? Eep.
The other freedom fighters have been really worried about you too. So make sure you've got your story straight when you see them.
I have my
The longer
story
you
straight.
wait to explain yourself
I
to
went for
everyone,
a job interview, I
more
got knocked
danger
up,
you'll be
this
in.
girl came in like a damn kingsman, kissed me, now I'm a vampire
Also, between you and
thing
me,
hunter
I'm a little
man.
embarrassed to see you traipsing about in such shoddy attire.
This is not shoddy.
Stop by anytime you're back at base, and I'll give you a makeover. For a small fee, of course.
I
Just
do not need
something
a
to
makeover.
keep in mind. The present situation, however, is that this sunlight shines far too brightly for a humble shut-in such as I.
Are you a
Therefore,
Synthester?
your adorable sister shall now coolly take her leave. I'll see you back at base.
Very well.
Your little sister is certainly unique.
You can say that again. Embarrassingly so. No, I'm proud to call her my dear sister.
So, are we far from the headquarters of these Akiba freedom fighters?
Well, I thought we were heading to
If
the
we
game
don't
bar,
get
but
moving
okay.
soon, we could be attacked again at any moment.
Guess we did draw some attention. Best head through UD+. This is my jam! Yeah!
This place.
Seems like a swinging joint down here. Yo.
Is this Mogra?
I guess. Apparently I have amnesia.
Welcome back, Master!
What?
Oh, is it really you?
What? Why are you
You've been
dressed
gone
as a
for
maid?
3 whole days, man. Where you been?
I have no idea.
How were you
Oh,
thinking
Shaggy.
disappearing like that? I thought for sure you'd been kidnapped.
Well,
And what's with the high-quality 3D next to you? Something smells real fishy.
if you'd let me explain for half a second, thank you. How the hell do you explain this? She saved my life, we're dating, and oh yeah, I can tell you we're real worried. She saved my life.
She saved your life? What do you mean?
Well, last night, a DJ saved my life, and she was the DJ. Is that a good way of putting it?
You serious? Man, I never would have guessed all those rumors floating around Akiba were actually true.
Rumors?
They are?
What, you mean you haven't heard them? There've been like a million flips about it.
Flips?
People get kidnapped, turned into monsters, then terrorizing the locals.
I think
Yeah,
I might be a
that's-
bit out of touch.
They steal
the hell is a
energy from
plip?
people. In other words, they drain their vitality, effectively killing all enthusiasm and zeal.
Good Lord!
So what you're saying is those recent news reports of people being discovered in deeply lethargic states.
It's because
Pardon me.
they've been attacked by these Synthisters?
I'm afraid so.
I think I understand. This is one of those truth is stranger than fractions things, right?
Oh,
That would be fiction, Cotty. Truth is stranger than fiction.
Thank you, Mr. Yuto.
So let me get this straight. You go off to apply for some shady as hell job where your employer somehow drugs you and turns you into a monster?
Most
And
definitely.
nothing leading up to that set off a red flag.
Well-
you are seriously the world heavyweight champion of dumbass.
Come on, Toko, he's been through enough already.
Thank you, Mr. Kaito.
Besides, getting lured in by LE Swag makes total sense, considering who we're talking about.
What do you mean by that? I was a victim of circumstance.
Oh, for the love of... Do you even comprehend how much trouble you've caused everyone? You don't exist in a vacuum, you know.
I was kidnapped. How is this my fault? I repent. I yield my transgressions.
So, ignoring these two for the moment,
Thank you, please.
I believe introductions are in order. I'm Yuto Tachibana. May I have your name as well?
Mine is Shizuku. Shizuku Tokikaze.
I'm so glad most of these people have
call
normal
ourselves
first
the
names. I
Akiba
couldn't
Freedom
even
Fighters.
spell a surname.
Together, we voluntarily patrol the streets of Akihabara, keeping an eye out for trouble. He's one of us as well, and this bar serves as our
Who's
base of
he?
operations.
Me?
That's right.
I have
I'm
a
one of the
name,
central
you know.
figures in our illustrious group. Name's Kaito Tachibana, and the pleasure's mine. As you might have figured out, I'm Yuto's older twin brother. Best way to tell us apart? I'm the one with all the ideas.
Is one of those ideas being out of school and unemployed?
Just from looking at you, I can
shut
tell you
up.
don't have a good idea.
You
of
shut up and you
centuries.
die! Little brothers can't show up big brothers. It's against the rules.
But apparently little sisters can show up big
Yes,
brothers all the
that's
time.
enough now. I'm Kati Raikkonen.
And why are you a maid?
Flew on in from Finland to Japan so I could see and do its cool Disney culture.
What?
I believe what she's trying to say is that she flew here from Finland to study the cool culture of Japan.
Thank you.
Name's Kihachi Sugiyama. I'm the manager of this here game bar, Mogra, where people can knock back a few while they play these old classic arcade cabinets. Feel free to
That
just
sounds
call
a
me
genius
Pops.
idea. Why do we not
Everybody
have
else
those over
around
here?
here does.
Pops.
But you're welcome to call me Dear Sweet Old Man if you prefer.
He's got a face fit for the FBI's most wanted list, doesn't he?
Hey,
I like you, Mr.
But he's a
Kaito.
good guy. Don't worry.
you could have said that sooner, you know.
I'm Toko Sakisaka.
The
I
aggressive
grew
one.
up with this dolt and just can't seem to get away from him, despite my best efforts.
You can just leave.
No need for formalities with me. Everybody just calls me by my first name. Incidentally, thanks for saving him.
I'm
I
standing
happened
right
upon him
here.
during a mission. It was good fortune, nothing more.
There is one other member of our group, but she's like a rare monster spawn. She should pop eventually. Guess you'll meet her then.
A rare monster.
What's the plan? Do we all pile into the police station and tell them AKIBA'S infested with monsters?
I don't think that
They'd
would
never
work
believe
somehow.
a word of it.
Why not? I mean, we can show them living proof. You're one of these Synthisters things now yourself, right?
Excuse me.
No, that's no good. He'd get dissected and have weird sciencey tests run on him.
Thank you.
So going to the police would involve giving him up as a noble sacrifice. That sounds reasonable.
If it's noble.
Don't even joke about that. Besides, shouldn't we be more concerned with trying to get him back to normal? I mean, if he stays like this, he'll start attacking people sooner or later, right?
That should be no concern. He will not attack others against his will.
Thank you
Very
so
well.
much for the vote of confidence.
He won't?
Well, what do you think? You're the one in the hot seat here.
I want to catch up on my DVR'd anime, thank you.
Yeah, I guess you did miss 3 days worth of television.
Exactly.
Makes sense you'd want to catch up.
Right on.
By which I mean Toko's right. You really are a dumbass.
Bastard!
Seriously, you make even me look upstanding.
That is an insult.
There's still an awful lot I don't get, though. Like, if there's hard evidence of monsters in Akiba, shouldn't the police already be on it?
Until we're certain of that, all we can do is our duty as freedom fighters and investigate.
Oh, hey, Tokikaze. Would you care to help us out with that?
What?
Well, I mean, you seem pretty familiar with these things. So come on, what do you say?
It is true that I've been researching them. But I'm being specifically targeted by them as well. And I don't wish to involve you all in my affairs.
I think that ship is already sailed.
I'm with Kaito.
No kidding. These creeps have already changed one of our guys into some kind of freaky vampire.
Thank you.
So yeah, if you can help with that, we ain't gonna stop you.
All right.
Okay then, perfect. Shizuku, please write your name and cell phone number in the group registry.
Cell phone? I'm sorry, I don't have one of those.
A woman after my own heart.
That's rather unusual in this day and age, but if you don't have a cell number, your email address will do just fine.
Well...
What's eBay?
Sounds like you're a tough one to get a hold of. I guess it would be kind of awkward to ask for your home number, huh?
Actually, I haven't been home in quite some time. There were problems.
Seriously? So you're an honest-to-goodness real-life runaway, all mired in melodrama?
My god, this cutscene is long.
I didn't run away exactly. And I do have a place to stay. A place with plenty of manga. They even have a shower there.
Sounds fantastic.
Don't tell me you're staying in a manga cafe.
Do you not have anywhere else to go? Seems you've got some heavy stuff going on.
Pop, you know, upstairs here is all stark and bare and empty.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think we got some bedding squirreled away around here too. What do you say, Shizuku? If you like, you're free to stay on the second floor here for a spell.
And we won't take no for an answer. Meeting you like this feels like it's gotta be more than a coincidence. Know what I mean?
Having you around can only be to our benefit if we're to continue studying these monsters. It would seem to be a win for all parties.
Then we all agree! The Akiba Freedom Fighters have a new member! 3 cheers! Bob
What?
But wait. I haven't agreed to anything.
Just welcome to the club, Shizuku. I didn't agree to get turned into a vampire. Congrats, freedom fighter!
All right. Just for a little while, though. Thank you for having me.
And
Okay,
still it goes
so
on.
here we freedom fighters stand, in the midst of a maelstrom. You said you fought some of these things already. But aside from that, you ever done any real hand-to-hand combat?
I've ordered people to bash monsters around in a dungeon, but that's about it, really. I was forged in the fires of Toko's wrath.
I never meant to forge anything. You just mean we fight so often you happen to get something out of it, right?
I'm not sure I'd even call those fights. They seem to be more like tests of endurance to me.
She beat me up.
Huh? What was that?
I said you beat me up.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
See, I'm getting a little worried now. Hey, I know. A friend of mine runs a coliseum in Akiba. Or a battle arena, I guess. Whatever you want to call it. Might be a good place to get yourself caught up on the basics of combat. You want, I'll introduce you.
For real? What kind of person is this? Who the hell runs a battle arena in Akiba?
Runs a battle arena
Just
anywhere.
a martial arts nut I know who found herself managing the place, that's all. But she doesn't let just anyone step into the ring. You gotta pass some kind of test first or something.
Oh god,
I'll
maths.
give her a call and let her know what's up. So you better get going. Oh, and take Shizuku with you too. A little extra training can't hurt any, right?
I think Toko should go with. She can probably force her way in there, no problem. Test be damned.
Watch your tongue. I am a dainty and respectable lady. You got that? Seriously, rude much?
I know, right?
It's not a bad idea, though. So whom will you escort to the arena? Shizuku or Toko?
I'm gonna pick Toko because she's gonna beat me up otherwise.
What? Why me? I guess it makes sense, actually. You go by yourself and they'll wipe the floor with you. So for your sake, yeah, I'll go along.
The battle arena is on the other side of Main Street and right past Jump Street.
It's totally
You got
for
that?
my sake.
Come on, let's get this over with.
Knock 'em dead!
She's going to. I can get to the battle arena through Jump Street. 22 Jump Street, in fact. That's exactly where the battle arena hangs out. Do you have a moment? I was wondering if there's anyone you have your eye on? Matters of the heart. Girls, tell you what the girls in your life think of you. If feel free to ask me for an update anytime. You creepy bastard! Why are you keeping tabs on who likes me or not? May affect the story's outcome. Ah, this would be the multiple endings of which I've heard. Well, this is where I'm going to leave this incredibly long episode. I've been your host, the Over-Englishman. This Akiba strip is a one-off. If you would prefer there to be more episodes, please never forget to leave a like, a comment, a subscribe, share this with your friends, and tell me what you want. Tell me now! Because, as far as I have been told, this game can include lightsabers, vampires aplenty, 48 woman brawls, scheming malicious villains with beards. If that sounds like your kind of thing, let me know. I've been the Over-Englishman. Farewell.